Well, hello folks, welcome back to K&S Outdoors. This is old Bobby with an eye coming back at you. Yeah, I said Bobby with an eye. You know, we'll talk about that later, about that Bobby with an eye. Old mama wanted a female when I was born, wanted a baby girl, so anyway, that's how I got stuck with Bobby with an eye. Anyway, back to the real business while we're here, and that's deer hunting, boys. If you've noticed, I have changed my appearance this week. I've had some, after last week's episode, I've had a lot of people come at me up in the old Kmart store. I was at Western Auto the other day, and an old boy come up and said, "Hey, Bobby with an eye." I said, "Hey, could I have your autograph? I seen you on that old YouTube video." And he said, "Man, you know your stuff. Me and old woman want to get your autograph for the living room wall there. We're going to put it there with all of our game room and stuff." And I said, "Listen, guys, I don't need to be giving you autographs. I'm not any different from you besides just having the passion to get in them woods like I would like to see everybody have. It's deer hunting, guys. 2 weeks ago, I talked to you about the season coming up. Well, it's here. It's October 2nd right now in Woo Piggy, Arkansas. And let me tell you something. It's been a good hunt for me so far. Even though I've had to go to the store here and there and I've had to change my appearance, and old Jimmy down the road, I've got to mention his wife on this episode. She's did a great job on my coloring of my hair. I'm laying low, fellas. I got to. You got to lay low when you are, by God, a hero in this town. You know what I'm saying? So I've had to grow my beard out. And she's done a heck of a job. She put me an old nice looking perm on here, and luckily I'm married because these old women be coming out of the woodworks. They see me. One old guy said, "Hey, looks like old Luke Duke." I said, "Come on, guys. You know, maybe Bo Duke. Heck, I don't know which one the blonde-headed one was. Heck, I'm kind of like half of them. I've got half black and half blonde, so I could be Bo and Luke Duke, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to the business. Last episode, we talked about the wind. We talked about stand placement. We talked about all the equipment I'm using to harvest these big monster bucks is here behind me, you see. Right there, see that sign that said the buck stops here? By God, it stops here in this old side of town when old Bobby with an eye gets out there on the lock-on stand and lets the air out of one. Anyway, we talked about your stand placement, the wind, scent control. This week we're going to talk about one more tool that we didn't discuss last week, and it's a great tool, and I use it every time I get to the woods. We're going to talk about the old Doe Decoy. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, old Buck, when it gets that time of year, he's looking for love in all the wrong places. He's looking at old Doe Decoy out there, and he says, "Ooh, look at that." But when we come back from this commercial break, we're going to discuss the places you can purchase that Doe Decoy, and even if they didn't sponsor me, I'd be behind it because it works, fellas. Let me tell you something. After this commercial break, I'm going to give you the tools of how to go buy that thing, put it in the place of the woods you need it to harvest that big monster buck. So you stay tuned with K&S Outdoors. This is old Bobby with an eye. I'll be right back with you after we talk here from our sponsors, because we do got to pay the bills, and these guys are good to us. Woo Pig Suey. We'll be right back with you. Hey guys, welcome back. It's K&S Outdoors. We're coming right back at you, old Bobby with an eye. Let me tell you something. We talked about, right before the commercial break, about talking about one more tool you can use in the woods. And that's the old Doe Decoy. Let me tell you a little bit of something by God. It's just incredible how this thing works. You got the old rut coming in. You got the big, nasty, big old muy grande buck. He's ready for love in all the wrong places. You slip on down there about a week before old hunting season, get your, go purchase you one of them old Doe Decoys. You can get them at Dick's Sporting Goods. And they are a good place, by the way, and I do have to mention them here, but I'm telling you right now, even if they wasn't my sponsor, by God, I'd still talk about them because they've always treated me right in there. You get your old Doe Decoy. You don't have to get it at Dick's. They've got them on Amazon. They've got them on eBay. I'm not a computer guru. I'm just telling you right now, I'm a deer hunter. If I can run down the store and grab one, it eliminates that shipping and handling, baby. And it gets there right that day. You ain't got to be waiting 3 days at your front door waiting on old Jane Doe to show up so you can get to the woods. You get it that day. You get it put together. You set it by your stand. You kill a muy grande. Kind of like that right there. Anyway, back to the placement of the Doe Decoy. I prefer to hunt out of a lock-on stand. If you got a lean-to stand, if you got a climbing stand, it really don't matter what you got. You can use any of them. But what I do is I use a lock-on stand. I get that thing about 15 yards from that old lock-on stand, just in the right place. And I get old Jane Doe there and I take a little old that doe estrus, put right there on that old tail end of it. That way when the old wind hits it, it just flickers and flutters. And old Buck's going to smell it. Old Bowie Grande, big nasty boy, he's going to smell it because he ain't going to smell you. The reason he ain't going to smell you is because you've done watched my first episode and you've done got scent blocked up, baby. He ain't going to smell you. He's going to be so focused on love in all the wrong places. Be smelling old Jane Doe's little old fuzzy tail over there wiggling in the wind. He's going to creep up on her 15 yards from your stand as he reaches out to sniff. You let the old air out of them lungs, or you drain the old pump station of that blood. Either one, what you get you that it's perfect. 15 yards, you just double lung him. He runs 30, he's down, and you take him on out. And then guess what happens after that? You brag to your buddies. But hey, leave that old Jane Doe decoy a secret, or they'll be trying to sneak over on your old shed at night. Trying to steal old Jane Doe from you, because I'm telling you, it brings in the big boys. So we've already learned another tool to use, and I'm passing on this passion of deer hunting because I love it, and I do get paid a little bit to do it, of course, but I would anyway. I mean, heck, who wouldn't? Anyway, when we come back at you here in a little bit, we're going to talk about a few more things, and in the next episode, I think I've gave you just enough tools to get you in that old stand to kill old big monster. And next episode, we're going to be coming to you from live in the old K&S Outdoors, Bobbi with an eye, lock-on stand. You're going to like this. We're going to have us one on camera. We're going to let the air out of one's lungs for sure. You stick tuned with old K&S Outdoors and old Bobbi with an eye. We'll be right back with you. One more commercial break. Stay tuned. Hello guys, it's old Bobbi with an eye one more time back at you. Before we close this episode, we're going to review what we talked about old Jane Doe. I've told you about how you can go about purchasing one. You go up to your local store there, your old outdoor store. I use Dick's Sporting Goods. It's on the other side of town. I just drive on over there, put her in the old back of the truck. Don't order it online because I don't want to wait for it. I don't want to pay shipping and handling. None of that mess. When it's time to hunt, by God, it's time to hunt. Because I love to take out big boys like him. Need to put a little fur on him. He's getting a little cold. Anyway, back to serious business, boys. It's time. I gave you the tools. You should have the passion by now. I told you about old Jane Doe decoy. Pick it up. Put her about 15 yards from your stand. Get you a little old spray bottle of estrus. Put around the old sweet spot there, and old Bowie Grande comes looking for love in all the right places this time, because he's going to be right under your stand, because you're going to take him on out. And then guess what? It's going to be hooping and hollering to your buddies. You're going to have him, he'll be rotted by the time you done showing him off driving around town. I mean, that's, when I was back adolescent hunter like you, I'm, getting into it like you guys are, I same way. I'd drag it old 5-point around town, boy, and I'd say, look what I got, boys. We got some back straps on the grill, but I was so proud of them old 5 points. Man, I just drove them around the truck. Heck, before you know it, the meat wasn't no good. But I learned a lot since then. That's why I'm passing on to you, so you can learn. I've been there, fellas. It ain't no shame in it. It's good to brag, but I'm fixing to put you on bucks. You ain't got to open your tailgate short. They going to see the horn sticking up over the bed. That's right, boy. You stay with K&S Outdoors. You follow me. I'm telling you, subscribe to me. By the 2015 end of the year, we may be having you at the taxidermist picking one up, if you know what I'm saying. What do you think about that? So go ahead. Feel free to enter all your local big buck contests, because I got a feeling, boys, I'm going to put you on one if you listen to me, because I know what I'm talking about. You've seen what I've got here. I mean, there's one there. I mean, last show we walked around and I've showed you all these big old monster bucks that I killed everywhere I turned, remember? Big Nasty, we talked about him last episode. There's old Pitchfork over there. Hey, guys, you stay tuned with me. Follow me. I'm telling you, we'll get you one. I want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank Mossy Oak. Oh, Real Tree. I've got to split them up. I've got so many sponsors. Hey. And Sharon Jeans Beauty Salon. I told her I'd mention that because she did hook me up. Of course, me being a celebrity, she ain't going to charge me for old perm, you know. She said, you're going to have a little business in the front and some party in the back. I said, hey, I'm game as long as it keeps these people off my back. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to get on back out in the stand here in the morning, try to stick me one, let them old air out of the lungs. Hey, I'm ready to start seeing some pictures, folks. You subscribe to me, send me some pictures on YouTube. Thanks again. I'm Bobby with an I. I'll be back with you in a week or so. Next episode. Good luck to you, and I wish me luck as well. We all need it.